What is happening, everybody? How goes it? How's everybody doing this Saturday afternoon? Thank you, Van Life Rocks, for the raid. Thank you, California Travel Videos, for the raid. You guys are all amazing people. And if you haven't done it today, look in the mirror and tell yourself that you're amazing because you freaking are. So let's see who's in the chat. Dream on Wheels says they might not be here. They're picking up the kids. Well, thank you for stopping in, my friends. Meant to Be is in there, and she's in the basement eating up tacos. Man. Mary Jones, what's going on? Sarah Goldley, hello, hello. Let's see. Georgia Gales, Quantum Journey, 3333. What's up? Like the name. K&R Destinations is in the chat and in the basement arguing over the tacos. Mellow Nomadic Adventure, what's happening? How are you doing? Lynn Morris, hello, hello. Little Bit, what's going on? Little Bit Crazy LNJ. Brenda Oots, Big Tom's Van, what's going on? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming and joining us. That's cool. I got, let's see here. Oh, there we go. It jumped on me. Let's see. Amy, how's it going? The Dyson Crazy Adventure. What is happening, guys? Nice to see you. Outdoor Adventures with Ron. What's up, Ron? Peggy Wyndham, hello. Michelle Ann Spoiled Mama, what's happening? Van Life Rocks Raid, she says. Thank you again, Ray. Lori Beads in the house. Candy Meller, hello, hello. I haven't seen you before. Thank you for hanging out. Barefoot and AK, what's up, Dana? She Devil Adventures is in the house. What's going on? JoJo Moffat, time for exploring. What's up, Tim? Let's see here. TGIF, what's going on, Bree? Thanks for being here. Waterboy. Man, Waterboy, I could have used you around here these last couple of days. It's been hot, hot, hot. Could have used the Waterboy. What is going on, Angie Hay Family Adventures? Outdoor Adventures with Ron. Let's see. Shauna S., hello. Cody Wells, nice to see you again. Happy Water Girl, what's going on, girl? Nice to see you. Cookie. I heard Ray said he loves cookies. Cookies are good. Cookies are good. All right, Carla R., how are you doing? Let's keep scrolling here. Peggy Wyndham again. Naj, what's going on, Naj? Nice to see you. Let's scroll on. Timmy Ray, the King's in the house. What's going on, Timmy Ray? Nice to see you. Let's see. Make sure I don't miss nobody. Nomadic Sporadic, what's going on, brother? Nice to see you. I hope all is well with you. Becky Allen, thank you for coming in. Tracy, thank you for coming in. Mellow Nomadic Adventures. Kaylee, what's up, sister? Nice to see you. Johnny's Journey's in the house. Heck yeah, we're rocking it here. We got 45 to start the show with. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Let me keep scrolling. Make sure I'm not missing any. If I miss you, don't hold it against me. California Travel Videos, thank you for the raid. Gracie Seeking Adventure. Nice to see you, my friend. Let's see. Brenda Oots, hello, hello. Okay, I'm going to scroll back just a little bit. I think it jumped me. Snugs Volas, hello. Nice to meet ya. Let me see anything in here. So during this show tonight, I've got a great panel. They're all very cool people. If you guys got any questions, I'll cap them or bring them to the attention of a mod or bring them to my attention. We'll try to get your questions in there too. We have got 1 hour, and then we are going to raid Van Vita Travels, and we will go from there. All right, guys, let me get this little trailer up of these guys, and while it's playing, I'm going to bring them up to the show. So here you go. What is happening, everybody?
Woo!
We have a house full of rock stars in here today. Look at all these amazing channels. If you guys don't know them, get to know them. There are links in the description below. My mods are welcome to drop their links anytime. And we will get on with this. So what's up, guys? How are you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Freaking rocking it, bro.
Right on. LB, how are you doing?
Awesome. Today's his
Awesome.
birthday. He's doing something there. He went to Home Depot. He is working on some projects. But
Working on his birthday, and you guys just got a puppy, and I want to say congratulations on the 1K.
thank you. Thank you.
They hit that 1K. That's right. Raise the roof, baby. Raise the roof. All
Thank
right, guys. Ray, how you doing?
I'm doing excellent. Day number 4 here at the beach and enjoying it.
I
Loving
seen you
it.
looking at the girls walking down the beach.
Oh, there's definitely a few out there, that's for sure.
I know. When his wife, he goes, let me turn this camera towards the beach. I'm like, well, we know what he's looking at.
What beach are you at? Ray?
I'm at Torrey Pines right now. Torrey
Okay.
Pines Beach. Yeah.
Gonna surprise you someday. I'm gonna try to find out where you are at and I'm gonna knock on your door. I've been thinking of doing that, but I don't know where to.
Come on down. I'd love
There
to have
you
you guys here.
Right. Hello, Michael Santana. Hello. All right. First question up for these. Happy Water Girl. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. All right. The first question I want to ask you guys, K&R Destinations, how long have you been full-time nomads?
1 year, right?
1 year.
No? I don't know. Seems like forever, man. You living with this woman. I don't know.
Oh, Lord.
No,
It's about to-
no. We bought the RV a year ago, but we went full time in November. So 7 months.
7 months.
I got some frozen questions I remember I'm going to ask you in a little bit. Meant to be RVing. How long have you been full-time nomad?
3 years. We've been living in an RV. We've been full-time travel 7 months.
7 months.
7 months full-time travel.
For travel.
Awesome.
LV, how long have you been van lifing it as a nomad?
In July, 1st of July, it's gonna be 2 years.
Awesome. That's
Oh, yeah.
awesome. And Ray, how about you?
That would be 1,302 days, which it's about a little over 3.5 years living the van life full time.
I knew he was going to say that. I love that about all of his videos. Right down by the day.
Down by the day, making every day
At least you
count.
didn't break it into Roman numerals. I mean, that was-
You have like a calendar or something where you keep the count of that so that you don't miss one day.
Oh yeah, I have it on my phone, so it has a little app. So I can just look at it. How many days till my birthday? How many days till New Year's? How many days have I been living in the van? Yeah, it's all on the
It's
phone.
all wrote down. Crash the Wild. Mo Bank for your bucks. Hello, guys. I seen some other people. Ava, hello. If I miss you coming in, the chat is popping off. We got 52 in the house. Thank you for being here. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The Mass Nomad. Thank you for the $14.99 super sticker, and thank you guys for becoming channel members. Let me just play something real quick for you here. Here we go. All right. So, next question. Here in a little bit, guys, these guys are going to ask one question apiece to all of the other nomads. But let me start with you, K&R. What has been the most trialed period or the worst thing that's happened since you started full-time nomad?
I'd have to say the winter that we got hit with, that we were not prepared for
Yeah.
at all.
And what froze up on you?
The black tank froze up.
Oh, shit.
Some frozen shit.
That's exactly what I said when I tried to dump it that day, Gina.
We got some poop sickles up in here.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, man.
I definitely
So
don't have that
so
problem.
that was a pretty rough time. Yeah, that don't usually happen in sticks and bricks. That's for sure. If it did, you had an outhouse. So,
that or the refrigerator that stopped working.
The poopy tank was worse. The refrigerator, we were able to put stuff in a cooler and stick it outside. Still
Well,
stayed frozen.
who fixed the poopy tank for you?
I'm the one that crawled
That's
underneath
why it's
there.
the worst to him. That's why it's
Yeah.
much worse than for
Telling you. Trying to heat up those friggin' pipes to get them to friggin' no, it was awful. It was
I
awful.
can see Kyle out there like,
No, yeah.
Right.
Don't light a match. Whatever you do, don't light a match.
Oh my God. All right. Meant to be RVing. What has been the biggest struggle or hard time that you guys have had starting full time when you were traveling or whatever?
What do you think? I think ours is waiting to get in Canada, man. That's the hardest thing so far.
Because it's to get to that destination for us is our biggest struggle. Because that is part of one of the places that we want to get to.
Yeah.
Right.
But other than that, it's been amazing.
We see the grandbabies.
We haven't had no problem like Kyle and them with the winter stuff. We chase the cooler weather. When it gets too cold, we move south.
But I will say their
So-
Christmas
so we're-
decorations up there were awesome.
Oh, they were.
There you go. There you go. There you go. So you guys haven't really had a struggle with like frozen poop tank or anything like that.
No,
But
no.
but you guys have been RVing longer than they have, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Living in our RV, yes.
So you guys now KNR, you guys started out with a learning curve because you were new to it. So that's why that happened. It's
Well,
because
you
you were new.
you watch videos and you think that you've got a grip on it, and you don't. It really, Mother Nature lets you know that no matter what you think you're prepared for, you're not.
You truly have to go through it yourself.
Yeah.
Right. I want to welcome Maddie Van Halen into the chat. What's going on, Maddie? Thank you for being here, brother. That's my boy right there. I've been following Maddie for a long time. If you guys don't know Maddie Van Halen, go check him out. All right, LV, what has been the biggest struggle for you being in van life full time?
I suppose it was like last summer or both summers that we spent in the van while not having the max fan installed yet. And it first was in Florida, in Miami, where it was so wet. The weather was so humid that during the night I was like, like very, very uncomfortable and sweaty all the time. And
right. Did you guys get moisture built up inside, like condensation from that? Like wetness on the walls or anything?
I don't know. I suppose so, but we had the bubble wrap, so I wouldn't check that often. But I suppose we had that.
Yeah.
I was really uncomfortable, mainly in Miami, because last year was here already in San Diego, and even though it's hot, it's drier, so it's kind of like a little bit less uncomfortable. But anyways, that, and other than that, because of the heat, the cooler that we had, I had to replace the ice every day, and it was kind of like a nightmare. I hated that. So
did you? Yeah. And so that's where you started out in Miami. Yeah, I've been to Miami when I was driving truck. It is definitely I call it monsoon season. It'd be raining at 4 o'clock in the day, and then it just gets hot.
Yeah.
Like, what? It's horrible weather.
The whole meaning to chafing.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, Ray. So what has been your hardest point of struggle or something that's happened that's been hard to deal with in full-time van life?
Yeah, I would agree with LV. It's like that first summer. It was so hot. I was not expected for it. It was my first summer, and it reached temperatures about 108 during the day, and it didn't cool off at night. So it was about 102, 101 at night. And so I had to sleep for about, I think it was about 4 or 5 days, where I slept with a bag of ice on my chest with the fan blowing, so I could get some sleep. So sleeping with a bag of ice on my chest just to stay cool. But
that's kind of an ice cold date right there.
Yeah. So since then I've added more fans and different things. But that summer when it was that hot, that was definitely one of the biggest challenges living the van life.
So have you? Well, I know you like the hot weather. I mean, you tend to like everything in desert. Have you ever thought about doing like an air conditioner, like what Maddie Van Halen has? I mean, that's what I've got, and that's what's on the way. And it works pretty good with that little generator.
Yeah, so that same summer I bought the portable air conditioner and the portable generator to go along with it. But then ever since then, it hasn't been that hot. and then because it usually cools off. Where I usually stay, it could be 100 during the day, but it'll cool off to 70 at night, which is fine, right? But that summer, for whatever reason, it just stayed hot all day, all night. And so I bought the generator, I bought the AC unit, and then I haven't used it since. So it's there.
It's there.
Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law. It's always it works.
Yeah,
always.
Yeah, it's so true.
Well, I ordered it was 102 degrees the day before I ordered my air conditioner, and today it's only 65.
Yeah.
It's like, are you kidding me? And the fire conditions here are off the chain, because at night it wasn't cooling down during those hot days. It'd get down to like 75, 80 degrees for those nights, and it just never cooled off. But I'll be ready for that next heat wave, that's for sure.
Yep.
Hello, Kathleen Kline. Nice to see you. KNR, do you have a question you would like to ask all the other nomads?
So hopefully this question qualifies. But so we were wondering, since all of you have more experience than us, but in different levels, what is some advice you would give someone that was just starting out?
Oh, that's
or like they're like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. What would you say? Hey, what do you got to do to prep yourself for this lifestyle?
Or one piece of advice you would give that person?
Well, I'm going to answer for my van life. If you want to live van life, buy an empty van. Put a bed in it and live in it for a few months before you build it out. Then you know exactly what you need and where you need it. That would be my best advice for van life.
I agree.
What about you guys over there at Meant to Be RVing?
Well, first I want to read a quote, and this quote comes to mind a lot because we all face challenges, even in stick and bricks.
Yes.
Even in a sticks and bricks, don't matter what you're in, you're going to face challenges in life. But I do have a quote here that Mark Twain had said, and it says, "I'm an old man and have seen many troubles, most of which never occurred."
Oh, that's deep, though.
So a lot of times we're our biggest fears. We put those roadblocks in front of us.
Yeah.
So
amen to that.
That's great.
I just walked right into that head first. Yeah, I do that a lot. I got a bump on my head on that question.
Not a lot.
I'll drink to that one.
That one hurt. Yeah. Speaking of drinks, everybody in the chat, we're going to have a cheers, everybody. Let's have a cheers.
Cheers.
So grab your beer, your tea, your coffee, your wine, your whiskey. Let's do it.
Cheers.
it's funny. Gina, I had no idea you was going to ask that question.
That
something I was going to include in something else later, and when I was going to ask, but
that hurt my head.
Yeah.
I am a big worrier. I'm what ifing it all the time. I what if everything, man. What if? And it's just like, well, I'm worrying about what if life's slipping me by. So
exactly, man.
That when you constantly worry. So, what about? Does anybody else worry like that? Does anybody worry about what could happen? What about you, Ray?
I would say so. I mean, I think back to the question, I would say you just got to keep things simple. Keep your system simple. Find out what you need when you actually go on the road, and then get it. You don't need to go out and buy this propane heater, this and propane that, and this huge refrigerator and these cabinets and all this stuff. Right. Just start off simple. Go with the flow. See what you need, and then add to it as you go. Because we do have those fears about what if this happens? What if I get stuck in the snow? Well, don't go in the mountains. What if I get stuck in the sand? Well, don't drive in the beach. What if
I was just about to say that. Depends on where you're staying at, where you're gonna go.
So a question for you, Ray, is from KNR. What is the best advice you would give a beginner?
Yeah, just keep things simple and slow down. It's okay. You don't have to travel across the country 5 times to hit all these bucket lists. Just take it slow. Enjoy it. Enjoy the journey. You don't need to hit all these destinations. It's the journey that you need to be in love with. It's the journey that I find a lot of passion behind it.
Right.
And, so just keep it simple. Keep your system simple. Slow down. Enjoy it. And I think you'll be better off that way.
So, Elvie, what is the best advice you can give a beginner?
I would go by the same line, like just do it, just start, don't plan so much, and you will just learn on the go. That's the way we did it. We just had 10 days and everything happened in 10 days. We moved from the apartment right to the van. We took everything we could from the apartment and just little by little, we just started to change and upgrade, but you started and that's what I would say. Like people in the van life group in Facebook, they'll ask like, "Where do you sleep?" Or, I mean, you will find out when you are already doing it.
That is the two number.
You don't know.
The two number one questions I've always been asked is, "What you worried about? Where are you going to sleep? And where are you going to go to the bathroom?" That is the two.
It's easier. It's way easier than people.
Curious. What do you mean you're going to poop in a bucket? Are you serious?
I think that the problem is that the Instagram kind of van life affects a lot people's mind.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It's simpler because the main thing is not. I mean, of course, it's nice to have a beautiful van, but you go to enjoy nature and the outdoors and
nature and pooping in a bucket go together.
Yes.
In the nature, it works perfect, man.
Or you just shovel a hole, man. Just move about 20 feet from the van, shovel a hole, grab some leaves, and get your job done.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I find that is crazy. The two biggest questions I've been asked, probably the most. Tom's Wild Wonderful Views, thank you so much for that $15 super chat. Let me play something for you. Sorry about that, meant to be. What was you going to say?
I said in his chat, he says Ray has 3 buckets.
I do.
He is the.
I do.
Yes,
I don't even want to ask, man.
So now, K&R, are you guys warriors?
Oh, I'm an overthinker.
So,
and she's an analyst, so you can imagine how we get along.
Where we're currently, where we currently are, you can only be here for like 14 days. So we have been in the RV since November, but actually not in a. So we were stationary until March because we were going right into winter. So since April, we've been like on the move, but we've been like local, but on the move.
Right.
Well, recently we are not doing reservations anymore, and I can tell he worries just a little bit. So,
well, you get down to your last day or two, and you're wondering, okay, where are we going to be at next? And you're trying to find the spot, and how long can you stay in that spot? Because you get over there, and they're like, oh no, that one's taken. You can't stay in that spot, and you're like,
yeah,
I guess I'm heading to Walmart parking lot because I don't.
Right.
But we try not to, but sometimes it does get away.
I stress on it, but
yeah.
I mean, in the big scheme of things, this last couple of times I was stressing pretty bad.
Yeah.
And she kind of just said to me, so like, you know what, it's all going to work out. And about the time that I quit stressing on it, something kind of falls into our place.
Yeah.
And I mean, we just kind of call those like our little God moments where it's like,
right.
Dude, when you're doing it your way, it's going to fail. But if you kind of let it go and kind of let things kind of play out like they're supposed to, it'll eventually work itself out. And honestly, that's the last 2 times I was stressing on trying to find this place and trying to manipulate a system. It failed miserably. But once I kind of
calm down.
Yeah, calm down. it worked itself out. And, you know, it's crazy how that happens, man.
Okay, let me, Tracy and Mobang, this is for you. Sorry about that, guys. Thank you guys for the super chats and super stickers. We have 67 people in the house right now.
Woo!
That's what I'm talking about. You guys are freaking amazing out there. Know that all of you are. If I miss saying hello to anybody, please forgive me. My chat is moving fast for me. So hello to everybody in the chat. Purple Tube, I just seen you. Thank you for being here. MB Heritage Farms, thank you for being here. So, Elvie, what is the question you would ask?
She's
like, what?
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to think something, but I don't know. I'm not quite sure of the question if it's gonna fit. But if you suddenly would have to, for some reason, have to stop, leave the van life, what would be? Do you have a plan B? What would be like? How would you go ahead?
I like that question. KNR, I'll let you, or Ray, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go first. If it's not in a van, then it's going to be in a truck. If it's not in the truck, it's going to be in a car. And if it's not in a car, it's going to be in an RV. If it's not in an RV, it's going to be in a trailer. It's going to be something on wheels.
Something on wheels.
You know, something where I can go and adventure, hit the road, go wherever I want. But yeah, and hopefully it's not in a house. I do not want to ever live in a house ever again. But it'll have to be in something that has wheels, a motorcycle, a car, truck, RV. But something that will take me places, and that's what I want. That's my goal. That's my dream. That is my purpose.
Well, it's funny she asked that question because when I was thinking about the show, that is probably one of the biggest things that I have worried about for me is getting older and my health. I mean, like if I lost my eyesight or if my heart got so bad I couldn't drive or something like that. I really don't have a plan B, but I know that I really wouldn't want to. I mean, if there's be any way around it, I would not be in a fixed house. You know, and I want to figure out something. Hire a driver? I don't know, but I really don't want to live in sticks and bricks anymore, at all.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that was on my mind a lot when I was thinking about this show. That was a great question. What about you, Meant to Be? Do you have a
Plan
backup?
B?
Yeah, plan B.
A plan B. Well, and for us, well, because we had the sticks and bricks, we sold it to be in our RV, and to us, like I think, like Ray said, it doesn't matter what wheels it's actually on as long as it's mobile. I felt our home had us literally, and those who have vehicles can relate, but it was our house had us stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
So I don't feel stuck in the mud anymore, and I can be where we need to be.
Yeah.
But our plan B, I mean,
we could be here in South Carolina, or we could be in Idaho. We got homes in both
right.
places, right?
we don't have home,
Yeah.
we have family in
Well,
both
family.
if we had to, but we're happy with how things are. I think at the most we may get some land somewhere just to put our wheels on.
Right.
If at the time we have to be stuck somewhere for a while.
I think
But
that would be my ultimate goal too. I mean, I don't care if it's a half acre, just somewhere where I could say it was mine and park it there. You know,
Yeah.
I think that would be the ultimate dream for me. What about you,
I
KNR?
don't want to be up there.
Well, we've talked about it, and as far as the plan, I mean, if it was like just no way around it, we might have to go back to a stick of bricks. But I mean, I love this. I love this lifestyle so much, and I don't know if it's because I spent my whole life camping and traveling.
Right.
But I love doing this so much that I went right into it like a fish in water. And I agree. I think our end game, if we had to, is buy about 5 acres, slap a barnuminium on there that we could actually pull the RV into, if we had to. You know, if we're gonna be like, if we're gonna be stationary here for like the kids or grandkids or whatever, that's what we would do. And actually, one of our thoughts was if we had at least that much acreage, we would throw in some spots where, like, if people came to visit, they would have places to park their RVs, and we could have, you know, get-togethers, and everybody would have spots to be at if they wanted to. But in the big scheme of things, man, I agree with Ray entirely, man. If it's not on wheels, I don't want to be a part of it no more.
Right. Now, Elvie, that was your question. What is your answer?
The same. We are loving it, and the freedom that it gives is just incomparable. And yes, when you are in an apartment or in a house, you are just stuck. And even though you could travel, fly, it's not the same. I mean, like you don't have to think too much. Like whenever we have time, we just move. We will go somewhere, and as well, we would like to buy some land, maybe to, I don't know, to do something with it. But yeah, that would be the ultimate plan. But and just sometimes, you know, like we are a couple, and sometimes we have like fights, and like I start thinking about what to do in case something happens.
Right.
I mean, we have one van and how to do. I mean, it was crazy. So I still don't have exactly an answer to that, and I have to figure it out. Anyways, just to you need to always have like a plan B.
A plan B. Exactly. I want to thank again for the super chats. Here's a little play for you. All right, guys. So with that of having a plan B, let me ask you, what is the ultimate thing, the coolest thing, the most funnest moment you have had so far being full-time? K&R first.
For us, it's just the meetups. I think we have. I mean, the traveling and seeing things is awesome. I mean, everybody admits that waking up in a different place and coming out and seeing things and whatnot. But for us, because of the fact, since we got pulled into this whole community and actually becoming closer to you guys than we have with like most of our family, those moments that we get to go out there and actually meet up with you guys and hang out for a minute. I mean, that to us, we geek out like that, like crazy, man. Just a few weeks ago, we were hanging with Meant to Be, and it's
right.
We didn't even know they were going to be there.
Right.
And it just geeks you out when you run into people and get out there. And that's our goal is to everybody like Ray, man. I'd love to hang out with you, bro. I think that would be just
Come on down, buddy. Let's do it.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, and LV, absolutely, man. We geek out over that stuff, man. We just think it's the awesomest thing, and not to mention you can learn so much. You meet up with these people and you share experiences, and you can learn so much, and it just makes you stronger in this lifestyle. And it's just that's the greatest moments for us.
I would have to say to me too that meetup has been the funnest part. I've only been to one, and that's been the best part of the whole van life experience so far. But otherwise, seeing places is really cool. So yeah, definitely. What about you, Meant to Be?
Well, and Elvin, I went to Death Valley. Cheers. So y'all know, it was because of their videos that I watched. Death Valley and our doing national parks was on our list.
Yeah.
But right. Death Valley wasn't on the top of my list. But after I watched theirs, were just there. I was like, we're going there. So it's the next place we went. But as far as, and now I want to do Alabama Hills because of Ray.
Gotta do it. Yeah. Gotta do it.
I want to do Alabama Hills. I want to go see Alabama Hills because of Ray for sure.
No, with Ray. We got to do it with Ray.
With Ray. That's right. All of us. Also, I was going to tell LB, I sent Ray the link for, it's a channel I watch on YouTube, but there is a beautiful 40-mile hike here on the Rogue River. I hiked it when I was in my 20s when I was gold mining, but I had forgotten about it till I seen it on YouTube. But you've got to check it out. I'll get that link and send it to you. But it is if you like to hike, that is the place to go. And it's a good hike. It's not up and down a lot. It's just a good down the river. So
is it part of the PCT?
No, it's no. It is. I believe it starts at Rainy Falls, if I remember right. Right outside of Grants Pass area, and it just goes down the river to like Whiskey Creek and all those places. And they have places where you can, set up camp. And it's never really crowded. In that video, there was the first night there was like 4 tents where they were at. But it's a good hike, and it's beautiful. There's nothing like it, and there is bears. You got to be careful. But I ain't gonna hike it no more. I was young then.
We want to do the PCT someday.
Yes, you guys got to come up here.
Beautiful.
I missed. Did I get everybody on that question? I'm trying to keep up with the chat, and I'm missing.
No, Ray.
I'll go next.
Okay.
Yes, I guess on a personal level would be spending time with my son in the van, traveling different places. The first 2 years I had the van, we went to 36 different places, national parks, state parks, camping. We went all over the place, and to see and spend time with him and see the smile on his face when we went hiking and saw trees and the desert and the beaches, and to spend time with him, that was awesome. And then For YouTube, it's the community for sure. I can't see doing van life without this community that we have. To be able to share stories, to follow other people's stories on the road. It's hard to imagine van life without this community now. So both those things, the personal and the YouTube, has been huge for me for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Without, I mean, YouTube can have its downfalls, and if if you got a busy life, it's hard to keep up with it if you're YouTubing. But it also brings a whole new game to it. Being a nomad, if you're alone, it brings people into your life that wasn't there before. I mean, before I YouTubed, I really didn't talk to very many people, and then COVID hit, and then I was in the van staying out here in the country, and it's brought a whole wealth of friendship and family to me, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. We got a question, it looks like. Let's get it on.
Nice.
Hey, we were listening to that last night.
We were. Johnny, you need to tune in to next Wednesday's show.
Yeah, Wednesday night.
Yeah, buddy, that's going to be good. Thank you, Johnny, for the super sticker, my friend. Our super chat. And, that's awesome, Johnny. This is for you. Right on. All right. So Ray, what is the question that you would ask everybody?
Yeah. So just like what I just said earlier, I spent the first couple years doing van life without YouTube. My question for the panel is, can you guys see yourself doing RV life, van life without this YouTube community? I mean, can you see yourselves doing it without van life or without YouTube?
Who wants to answer
I'll
that
start.
Or can you imagine doing this lifestyle? Yeah.
I think the YouTube channel makes it a lot easier doing this.
Yeah.
Because you're meeting people and everything, and
it's community.
Yes,
and
community.
You think when we first started and we went to go at it, we didn't know about the community, and we did have some fears and doubts as far as hitting the road and being a stranger everywhere you go. And I don't feel that way. When we go places and travel now, we have almost met somebody who's involved in community, either in our community or outside it, but are part of YouTube in itself, which just helped grow even the community even bigger. So, and I don't fear it anymore. If we're going down the road, I mean, as we're traveling, there's been places we just been a few miles away from some people, and they're like, "Hey, let's go have coffee," or "Let's."
Right.
Yeah.
It's great. It's this big world, this country has gotten smaller, and we've got.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, back to the fear question or worry question. I want to comment on Johnny's Journey thing. Laugh out loud. Also on Tuesday, Johnny's Journey is meeting up with me Tuesday night. Yes, the other Johnny's, my sister from another Mister. What? Nice.
Oh,
Awesome. That's cool. I've been in my van since July 2019, and I've drove it probably 3,000 miles, but hard miles all at once. I was worried the day meant to be got here and we took off. I kept in the back of my mind, I kept thinking, man, my van is old, but I know it's good. I kept trying to reassure myself. I know things work good. I've checked it out. But every 10 miles, I'm thinking, oh, God, what was that noise? And by the time we pulled over at that Walmart over in Crescent City, is that where we hit the coast at? Yeah, Crescent City. I was like, I'm done worrying, man. I'm done worrying. I'm following these guys and just having a good time. And I just shut the worry off. I've never been able to do that before. But the minute I shut it off, that trip just turned into so much fun. And seeing the ocean from my van, instead of just going over there in the car, I've been there many times in the car. It was different. I mean, I've seen all those places before, but not like I seen them then. and that would have to be the best part of it. And I was able to get myself not to worry. Yes, I am a worry wart. I worry about everything. But oh my God, what if the wind's blowing the wrong way today? You know. But so how many do you guys? Now this might be a question you might know, or you might not know. So how many miles have you guys put on your rigs since you've been full-time nomad? Do you know, KNR?
Roughly about 4,000 miles.
Probably
Nice.
a little bit more than that. I mean,
Like-
that was just Texas, but we also met.
Yeah, we're probably up to about 6,000 miles now that we've done because we've.
Isn't, we know that's not a
I know
lot
that's not a
by
huge
any
amount,
means,
but
it
our,
works for us.
yeah, our two
especially
trips
since
were
we're
like,
still both full-time working.
yeah,
Yeah.
we wish that we could do more. We
Like
agree.
locally is what I meant, working locally.
Yeah.
Right.
So our long-term goal, obviously, hopefully here in the next year or two, is to have everything paid off to where we can make that leap
Right.
and start, because she can still work from home, and then I'm hoping to do something, but yeah, that's about 6,000 miles is what we've done so far.
Can we answer Ray's question?
Sure. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I just didn't want to lose what I was going to say.
I'm getting lost in I'm trying to read the chats and I'm forgetting what I'm asking over here.
But Gracie also asked a question to the panel, just so you know, Gina. But so we have always
wait a minute. You expect me to find that question?
Yes, I think she wanted to know where everyone was from.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead, and I'm gonna let everybody do their thing here.
So we have always loved traveling, but we always stayed in hotel rooms. So the thought was kind of there on, is that the best way for us to travel? But to be completely honest, I don't know. I think the RV was really solidified by this community because then we gained people that, when there's high winds, we have a couple of different people that we can call and say, is this normal? Or, mostly me. I have several people that he can call and I can, ask, is this normal? But I mean, we've always loved to travel, so it's definitely something we always wanted to do. But this community is the reason why we are in the RV, because we do have that support system. This community provides that support system.
Yeah, we watched all y'all and we were like, bro, we could do that.
We could totally
do that, man. And that's what I think that's what, just to add to it, I think that's the greatest part about becoming this community and like meeting all of you is whenever we were getting started with, like, if we had the questions, we could reach out and literally, without even a hesitation, everybody had a response or they had an answer or they could help us out or a different idea. And I think that's what excited us even more. It's like, dude, we could do this without the worry that we would fail immediately, because we didn't
have anybody to talk to.
Right. Before you guys, we had nobody.
Yeah.
Right.
And Gina, I'll agree with you. What you said earlier in regards to this community being more family than anything.
Yeah.
We totally feel that, because we can reach out to anybody in this community and they get it because they're living it. It's not like we're talking to our friends that are in a sticks and bricks because they don't get it. They're like, you're crazy. Why are you even doing this? But and we're in Kansas, so I think we've covered the 3 different questions that was out there, right?
KNR, you didn't have to do that, but thank you. I wanted to see Kyle dance to that, but I can't if I play it. So
We will still dance for you.
I've been waiting for the song, man.
All right, meant to be. You want to answer those 3 questions? If you didn't answer them, I'm lost in questions. I'm just letting the show roll. I'm not going to worry about it.
The one from Ray already.
Okay.
And Elva, she hasn't answered that one yet. And then you asked, what was the one you asked?
Miles.
How many miles?
How many miles? Yeah, how many miles have you guys went since you've been full-time nomadic?
17,000. Hold on, I had that too written down.
17,544 miles.
Woo! Up our game.
In 5 months.
In 5 months. You
Yeah.
had to go that way.
But listen now.
Only because we left here to get to Quartzsite.
Right.
And then we had to get back here to South Carolina. The rest of it was staying west and hanging out for places 2 and 3 weeks at a time.
Yeah.
Because we would not go again like we did. We're leaving South Carolina to go to Arizona, beehiving it that way. Because to me, you need to stop at all the little places in between.
Me, 4 hours of driving. 4 hours of driving a day is enough. That's
stop
it.
and enjoy.
Did you see Hermit Girl Wonders 132,000 in 4 years?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Wow.
Dang. She sings on the road again a lot. Woo! Elvie, how many miles have you guys went in your van life so far?
So I don't remember exactly now. It's around 38,000. So and when we bought it was about 7,000. So I would say maybe 30,000 miles in 2 years.
Awesome. What about you, Ray?
70,000 miles.
Woo!
Yeah, 70,000.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang.
And going back to that worry question, I'll be going back. Yeah. Going back to that worry question, like I'll be driving down the road and I don't know if it's the road that I'm driving on, the sound that the road makes with the tires. Sometimes I need to roll up my window because just the sound sometimes of the road noise is like stressful. It's like, oh, is my tire going to pop? Is it the engine? What's that noise? So I got to roll up the window. I got to put my headphones on.
Hey, let me tell you one thing right here, Ray.
Hey, wait. Ray, if you and my wife hung out together, y'all would never go nowhere. Because she's always like, hey, what was that? Nothing. Calm down over there. Turn the music up. Right. All right.
But Ray
Yeah.
and everybody being in tune to your vehicle, to your rig is very important.
Yeah.
And it is worrisome. That's our home.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Now, is anybody missing on any questions that anybody asked? Since I'm forgetting.
Elva, did you get to do Rays?
I'm from Southern California.
Southern California?
Yep.
And Elvie?
So cold.
Oh,
Where are you from?
Well, I am from or where I am at.
Where you're at? I mean,
San Diego.
San Diego, nice. Hello, Scully's House up there. Nice to see you, brother. Thanks for coming in. People are jumping. Hello, everybody. If I miss you coming in, I'm so sorry. This is jumping so fast. I'm trying to remember all these questions. And these guys forget I'm just old.
And Elvie, do you want to, Ray, can you tell her what your question was? Because I don't remember it word for word.
Yeah, I think I didn't answer one, and I think it was either yours or Ray's, or maybe both.
See what I can do to these guys, I got them all mixed up now.
You didn't answer Ray's.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, can you guys see yourselves doing van life in the future without YouTube, basically?
Without YouTube.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that has gone all together lately. And what I wanted to say, kind of like mixing. When I didn't know about van life or RV life, and I used to watch YouTube, and I knew about all this kind of lifestyle because of YouTube, and it got me like Kale. I just wanted to do that, right? So, and when we go to those parks and we film all that and we share it, it's the same thing. You want to just to let the people know that there's the world out there that to inspire, like to let them know that this kind of lifestyle is amazing. So
Guys,
I couldn't do it without it.
I think you said it perfectly, though. It's just reminding them that it's not all about that Instagram photo.
Right.
Yeah. I think a lot of people get sucked into that because they see, oh, look where I woke up today, and they take this beautiful shot of a mountain cliff when reality
it's not perfect.
Now there's days that we woke up and got out of a Love's truck stop, with with Big John next to you that's scratching his nuts or something. You know, it's,
Hey,
not that that's happened, but I'm just saying.
No filter.
I want to say we have 71 people
Oh, Lord, look
tonight.
at you.
That you guys in this chat are all amazing. These guys on this panel are all amazing. If you don't know them, their links are in the description below. We've got 10 minutes left. And one thing I want to touch on, another thing is, okay, so we've got van lifers and we got RVers. So let me ask you something. Driving cross country, does it ever get a little bit stressful when you're trying to find a quick place to park for the night as an RVer, starting with KNR?
It did. It did. But now that, I mean, honestly, the trip to Texas and then back home, because that's quite a long ways away, was the thing that changed our mind about that. So I think doing that, we now know, probably at a gas station, probably isn't for us. But rest area or a casino or something along those lines, that is more.
With me, with the truck driving background for all those years, you kind of.
Yeah, but you never.
That was the biggest transformation. Was okay with a truck, I can pull into these without much of a worry, but bringing in an RV, it kind of puts a different outlook on it because you're wondering, all right, I'm taking a truck driver's spot. Is it going to be an issue? So you kind of think about some other things.
Well, but then the diesels have that noise.
Yeah.
And it doesn't bother them, but we can't open the windows because then all the fumes come in. Yeah. So
Kyle, Johnny's Journey has a question here for you. Did you say Big John or Big Johnny?
I know him as Big John. We on short name basis, but
I don't think a nightly stay bothers us at all. It's more of a where we're going to be for the next 2 weeks or for the weekend, or so it's thinking about more than just a couple of days, but we're also still very new to this. So I'm telling myself that part we have this year to get over that part, because I told Kyle, I said, if we can't calm ourselves when thinking about where's the next place we're going to park the rig is, then we need to rethink what we're doing, because it needs to be part of the adventure. So,
right. So, meant to be, do you find it hard to park when you're on the fly like that, when you're headed cross country? I kind of know how you've done it because I've traveled with you, but do you find it hard to find a spot for the night, especially in a big city?
What do you think, Gina?
No, I know you don't, because I followed you. But in a big city,
Ray, because Ray did turn me on a little bit to the iOverlander app, and plus some other apps we use. I mean, unless the weather turns really quick on us and we got to make that beeline sooner, we are already. When he starts telling me he's starting to feel tired, I'll usually tell him about an hour out. If you're starting to feel tired, let me know. I start looking. If I'm looking for a boondocking spot, or if we're looking for Crackle Barrels for the night, or a Walmart, and then I read some of those reviews, because it might not be one we want to go to.
Right.
We do it, and we've done it. And
now on the coastline, you guys used iOverlander a lot, right? When I was following, that's why I thought it was easy. I mean, from what I could tell, following them, they had no trouble finding the spot. It was just what view you wanted. Is what that was all it consisted of. Now, as a van lifer, LV, so do you find it hard to find a place to park if you're driving through a big city? I mean, you're in a big city, so have you got it down pretty good?
Yeah, the thing is that we in Miami and here we've been working, and we have always found like a spot where we can usually park. Like, we don't have to think that much. So when we go travel, sometimes you read the iOverlander or the reviews or something, or the Google, but you go there and there's something happens, and there are not many rest areas or truck stops. in the area, and sometimes, but I don't know, for some reason we have found a way to park, and it hasn't been like such a big deal. But sometimes the information that you see, till you don't get there, is not exactly right sometimes. I don't think we have had any big. Well, at a beach we wanted to park, but by the beach, and we haven't found a place yet. And I see all these vans parking there and doing the pictures, but then you go there and you don't find it. So
yeah, right. So now, Ray, what about you?
It's very easy doing it in the van that I have. It means a commuter van, so I'm very somewhat stealth, I guess. So it's very easy for me to find a hotel, a hospital, a truck stop, and I always have backup plans. I have plan A, B, and C just in case I want to stop somewhere, or if I need to change my locations where I'm camping at. So, no, I have not found it difficult to find a camping or a place to park in the city or out there in the road. It's just been easy for me. But again, I do a lot of research. I'm checking places where I'm going. I have plan A, plan B, plan C, and so it's just easy in this type of van. Right.
Well, I mean, for my van, I mean, it looks like a taco truck. I mean, really, it does. Unless you read the license plate, it says RV on the license plate. But the day I moved into my van, I had no worries about where to park.
Okay. Yeah. I'm thinking about how many people come up to your window, knock, and ask what time you open up because they're hungry.
Right, and they see the cats, then they leave.
Why I start cooking Chinese here.
We had 77 in the house. Free right now. Bam! Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you, Gina.
But the day I walked into my van and I handed my keys in, I had drove around town for a few months before that, and I started noticing, after learning about van life, I started seeing van life. And I mean, like in town, I can find places to park. I parked for a month in town in different spots, the hospitals, the industrial areas, side streets by parks. But if you're into starting out van life, watch Maddie Van Halen, watch him too, but watch Van City Van Life. He talks a lot about it and how he parks. Stay one night, don't stay too many nights or whatever, and don't get out of your van at night. Pull up, go to sleep, get up and leave, and you shouldn't have any trouble parking.
Yeah.
So, okay, we have got 2 minutes left. I want to tell everybody that we're going to raid Van Vita Travels. I seen the link in the chat.
Paula.
And I want to thank all of you amazing people that came on the show today. You guys are awesome. All these channels are awesome. If you guys don't know them, please subscribe to them. Check them out. And they have a lot to offer. All different, all the communities. Bourbon Bounty just walked in the door. What's up?
Whoa, Jody, and he just got him an RV.
Yeah, buddy. We'll see you on the road soon, brother. I want to thank everybody in the chat, all the super chatters, all the channel members, all the people hanging out with us today, asking questions. Thank you guys so much. You all are freaking amazing. Know that. Be sure and tune in next Wednesday. We got a surprise show. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to play a little outro. You guys want to say goodnight?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
We love hanging with you guys. Thank you so much.
All right. Good night, all. Here we go.